So in this video, we're going to talk about where do you place your first investment. You might be surprised at my answer. What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here, answering your questions. Leave comments below. Ask me any question. I love teaching. You know, I have 20 plus years of experience now in the stock market, but I'm Jewish. I've always been thinking about money since the day I was born. It's in my blood. I can't help it. I can make that Jewish joke because I'm Jewish. You probably cannot, unless you are Jewish and you're watching. Shalom, my Jewish brothers and sisters. Where should you place your first investment? A lot of people have many different answers for this. You know, my first, I guess, monetary investment was in baseball cards. I was obsessed as a kid. I would run to the mailbox every time Beckett baseball card monthly was delivered, and I would look at, you know, the new prices of the different cards that I had. All of those cards are now worthless. You know, there was a change in the baseball card industry over the past few years where they have specific like chemical grading where like if you touched your baseball card, like even like your fingerprint would devalue it. The best cards have never been touched and they're in perfect condition. All my cards are worthless because I would, you know, look at them all the time. Even some of my cards like that had a black border and they would sometimes get chipped. I would take a Sharpie and I would make a black border again. And that, you know, in today's world, like that would be worthless. So I don't think that baseball cards are a good investment if you want to make money. I think that it's good because it taught me about, you know, buying and selling. It taught me about auctions. It was frankly a lot of work. But if you had to make one investment right now, what would it be? I would say invest in your education, okay? I know it's a little different than most people like, oh, should I buy art? Should I buy real estate? Should I buy this stock? Invest in your education. Education is the single most undervalued asset worldwide. And the reason why is because it's not an exact thing. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'll buy 100 shares of education. You have to focus on what you love. Let me actually refine my answer. Focus on an investment in yourself and your future and your hobbies and your passion. It does you no good to say, oh, okay, real estate makes money. Let me buy this real estate course and learn. And you're not really into real estate and you're kind of like being forced to. Like it's like a parent trying to like force their kid to eat Brussels sprouts, even though Brussels sprouts are disgusting. As, you know, a kid, I think most people would agree, unless you're vegan. Cheers to my vegan brothers and sisters. I think that you need to focus on whatever it is that you love. If you are an artist and you want to learn glass blowing, buy a course where that will teach you how to blow glass. If you are a painter and you want to like extend into charcoal, you know, invest in a class where you learn charcoal. If you're a chef and you cook the most amazing Italian food, take a class on how to make sushi. You know, expand your own skill set in related areas. So for me as a stock trader, I think it's hugely important to invest into, you know, stock trading video lessons and DVD guides that frankly study the past, because I think that studying the past is the key to your future. The thing with my investment and my expertise is obviously that it can make you money. Investing in something that can actually benefit your future. And I'm not saying like, oh, well, I'm interested in drugs, so let me invest in drugs. No, that will harm your future. That will probably harm your present and your future. So think about what can you invest in right now, today, this week, this month, this year that will benefit you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now as you take your education even further. But the sooner you get started investing in your education with this kind of different mindset, the better. That way you take a beginner class right now. And I'm not saying that you're going to learn everything right now and that you're going to make a lot of money right now. If you remember my top student, Tim Gritani, who just passed $8 million in profits after starting with $1,500, he made nothing the first 9 months, but he invested in education. So in case you don't realize, you actually have two accounts. You have a knowledge account and a monetary account. Everybody always comes to me, hey, I have $1,000, I have $3,000 in your monetary account. How do I grow that? What do I invest in? What do I buy right now that will help me turn $1,000 into $2,000 or $3,000 into $10,000? And yet you ignore your knowledge account. Instead, if you come to me and you say, how do I grow my $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 account? Which inevitably I'm going to get that question. Invest in your knowledge account first. Once you get enough knowledge, then you can learn the process to grow your monetary account. I know that it's kind of a cop-out, like people are like, oh yeah, invest in yourself, that's corny, that's cliche. It's true, okay? If you study enough, if you learn, let's say, my process, I'll give you a specific thing to invest in right now. Click the link just below to invest in my How to Make Millions guide. It is 35 hours long. It all goes to charity. So if you hate me, I don't make a dime. It's fine. It's my best-selling guide of all. But it is comprehensive. And if you say, what should I invest in first? I would say invest in this guide. You will learn everything that I've learned in the past 20 years. And it takes 35 hours. It's a lot to study, but it's good news and it's a huge value for you. So if you want to invest in something, if you want to buy something right now, invest in your future. Grow your knowledge account, build your expertise, and it will translate into money 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years later. And that's how you can grow your money exponentially. Unlike any investment in a baseball card or real estate or a car, that might go up a little bit, but nothing has the power to power your life, to change your life. Okay, forget about, even if you buy some real estate right now for let's say $200,000 and in 5 years it's $1 million. Woo, you made 5 times your money. Fantastic. Imagine if you spent those few years investing in something that you're really passionate about, and forget about just making $800,000. Yes, it's 5 times your amount that you put in, but what if you invest not even $200,000? What if you invest $10,000 right now into your education? Where will that take you in 5 years? Think about that. Some of my students have turned a few thousand into several million in a few years. It's not going to happen to everybody. Everybody learns at their different pace, but the sooner you begin investing in your knowledge, the sooner it begins paying you back big time, and you enjoy yourself too. So that's my tip. If you want something to invest in right now, watch my How to Make Millions guide. If you've already seen it, I have a bunch of other guides too. But invest in your education. That is the truth to making your best life possible. Hey, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.